In front of the steps of the Maryland General Assembly, Frostburg State social work major Maya Rose heard her career calling.
It actually made me more excited to graduate and actually start becoming a social worker.
Rose and her social policy classmates participated in Social Work Students Advocacy Day and a rally to support behavioral health funding where they saw lawmaking in action in Annapolis. That rally opened up options for the Capitol Heights resident.
I'm initially interested in geriatrics. Social work is such a broad field, so it's I want to do everything, and hearing everybody out here advocating, that just made me excited. I already do community service around Frostburg, so now when I come home, Prince George's County, I feel like I could do more.
FSU social work professor Dr. Kathy Powell says the Annapolis trip was a chance for social work students to get to know how lawmaking affects their communities and professions.
Each year, the Maryland chapter of the National Association of Social Workers plans a Student Advocacy Day in Annapolis. And social work students from all across the state of Maryland, from some of the schools in the District of Columbia, and also from some of the Northern Virginia schools are here in Annapolis. And they participate in workshops that are about various aspects of legislative policy making. And then they have an opportunity to attend a rally that is planned in conjunction with a human service advocacy group. In this case today, they worked with a behavioral health coalition in the state of Maryland who were lobbying around 2 bills related to behavioral health services in Maryland.
Being in Annapolis helped with a semester-long project where students research proposed laws that affect social issues.
And they track that bill through the legislative process, and then they have an opportunity to do an analysis of the bill, to look at it from many different angles, to find out who it's going to affect, how it's going to affect them, how much will it cost, what are the benefits that we hope to realize from the bill. So they do a very thorough analysis, and they also develop advocacy materials.
That means writing testimony and writing a letter to a state lawmaker about their position. Non-traditional student Lorna Eligino chose to follow the Keep the Door Open Act to increase funding for behavioral health workers. It was the focus of the rally.
People are leaving their jobs because they're not getting paid enough. We're closing the doors to people that really need they need help. I actually witnessed a fellow that was crying to get into the door, and we had no room.
Eligino chose to come to Frostburg State to pursue a bachelor's in social work because she wanted to be a positive influence.
With life struggles and being a janitor for so long, I decided to do something that wasn't backbreaking, that I can help other people. So I've had struggles in my past. I have mental health issues, and so I thought that I could help others with that. I also work at Archway Station, so I am helping others.
Helping out is also why Rose is majoring in social work.
When I was in high school, I was a mentor for freshman and sophomore girls, and I went to a Title I school. Title I schools are basically majority of the students there come from families who make a low income. So it's a lot of oppression and a lot of everybody's just stuck in a state of not wanting to do better for themselves. Everybody is just lackadaisical, and everybody is complacent. And I always knew that coming from a family where complacency is very systematic and it's generational, my mom knew she didn't want that for me, and I knew I didn't want that for me. And I just, a fire ignited in me to try to ignite a fire in other people to want to do better. So that's why I like helping people.
The Annapolis experience was made possible by generous gifts to the FSU Foundation for Opportunity Grants.
I want every student to have this experience, so without the foundation monies, it would be the students who could afford and not the students who couldn't, and that wouldn't seem right to me.
I live close to Annapolis. I've never been here before, so I appreciate the opportunity and to be able to go through this process and sit in hearings and go to a rally. I've never been to one before, and I appreciate Frostburg for sending us here today.